Apple is looking to take a bite into a hardware subscription service for its iPhones. Bloomberg's reporting the move could make device ownership similar to paying a monthly app fee. Let's bring in our very own Dan Howley, who's following this story for us. Dan, this sort of sounds like what a lot of carriers like a Verizon or a T-Mobile have been doing for years. But what kind of price point are we talking about?
Yeah, it's interesting. We're still waiting on the price point itself, Kiko. But as you said, this is something that carriers do. It's something that Apple actually does as well. It's called the iPhone Upgrade Program, and you can get a phone starting at $35 for an iPhone 13. You would pay your 24 payments. After the year of payments, though, you would be able to then take that phone, trade it in, and upgrade to the next iPhone. And so essentially you're going to get a new iPhone every year. So it's going to be strange to see how this ends up working out and how it's different than the iPhone upgrade program. But it may not necessarily be limited to just the iPhone. It could be all devices. And that leads to improvements in the services category, which Apple has been trying to really diversify itself and part of that is the services. If you take a look at a breakdown of Apple's overall revenue, it generates about 52%, 53% actually, from the iPhone itself. Services, meanwhile, that makes up about 18.7%. And then we have obviously watch and wearables and things along those lines at around 10%. And I think, the idea here is to further stretch out that services area, which of course includes things like App Store sales, the actual sale of things like subscriptions to Apple Music Plus, Apple TV Plus. It could have to do with the fact that Apple is expected to lose control of the App Store and see the ability to charge that 30 to 15% fee for all app developers disappear. That's something that Google is actually testing on its own right now. So it could be part of that to boost up the services as it potentially loses from the App Store. But really, we're going to have to see where this ends up going. Again, it's not as though they don't do something similar to this now. So you got to expect it to have a better price than $35, $34 a month, if that's what they're already doing.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, Dan, on what Apple could potentially lose out from the App Store, maybe the company looking for additional sources of revenue. We will stay tuned. I know you're going to stay on top of it. Thanks so much for that.